second T20I international between Sri Lanka and England. It's for the Damro Cup, and we are at the Pallekele International Stadium. It is all set and ready.
Straight ball, length delivery, 4 defensive shots. A little sighter for both bowler and batsman.
In the first game, he's showing his intent early, and that'll go for 4.
Well, I was just about to mention that the slip, who was there first ball, was taken away to short mid-wicket. And the short third man was in effect a sort of wide, deep slip, and it went comfortably between the keeper and the short third man, and would have gone comfortably to slip had he still been there. Well, that's clever. That is clever. Anticipating what was coming, i.e. length ball pretty straight, got himself into a really good position. So successive boundaries for Nissanka.
Yeah, and a clear plan from the openers against Sam Curran for 35 in his first 2 overs in the first game, making a clear indication of what they think of Curran early on. They really want to take him on. No swing really to speak of.
Another change in the field. We now have a core supply. That's helped over the top and doesn't quite make the other side of the rope. Just inches inside the rope for the third successive 4. Well, hang on. I'm told, I was watching the ball, I'm told the umpire has signalled 6 so far, and I can tell him he needs to change that. And we are having the boundary check. Now, from Sam Curran, that's very optimistic. With no third man in the deep, the shot was always on. There you are, proof. Absolute proof. One of us has got eyes working tonight. It's perfect. So that's for 3 successive boundaries, and the signal changed accordingly. No big deal. 2 nights ago. Oh, that's beautifully played. That little bit of shape in from Archer just helped. And I guess you have to say it was helped on its way with consummate ease.
Well, this is his favourite shot. Just a hint of in-swing, and he was ready for it, wasn't he? Look at that short arm jab with an absolute country mile.
Well, it's Bashara's turn to club it 8 yards over that boundary. So if the right-hander can do it, it seems the left-hander can do it just as well.
Saw a very similar shot from Bashara to Jamie Overton in the first match. Just waited for it to be a little bit fuller and absolutely pumped it over mid-on. It's good balance. Got a lot of bat through the line of that, so there's early pressure for Archer and Curran and England.
Too hard. And he times it. It's brilliant. That's a full toss. It's a gift. It's 4. He's found the gap this time. Didn't try and overhit it. Just opened the face.
He'll be disappointed with this. A bit of a freebie from Dawson. Don't see it very often. Normally so accurate. Just allows the ball to slide off the middle of that bat. Finds the gap.
Oh, what a shot. That's 6. It's been dismissed. A slog sweep, and the 50's up in the 5th over.
Well, this start is going to improve that last stat, them last stats. Really was a good shot. In position early, trying to get behind square. England have got 2 men inside the circle, behind square on the leg side. See the roll of the wrist, the flick of the wrists. Trying to get it up and over. Well executed, great shot.
Great start. Really good start by Sri Lanka. We spoke about
Wicket them the other night.
Well, Archer strikes. He drags it on. And Pathum Nissanka goes 34 of 21. And that's wicket number 1. And England fans are elated, and why not? Because this pair was threatening to create absolute destruction in the England bowling lineup.
First time Nissanka has lost his ship. Try and hit the ball too hard. Got a bit excited. No foot movement. Ball wide of outside off stump. Jofra Archer will take that because he'll say, I bowled a couple of good balls and they've got out the ground. That one, touch wider. Nissanka has to go 30 for 34. Sri Lanka 56 for 1.
This goes for that slog sweep and he gets it in the gap. It's a welcome boundary that comes after 13 deliveries. 1 ball to go in the over. And Kusal Mendis hits it in front of mid-wicket.
His white ball series so far, Kusal Mendis has played the sweep shot. Probably as good as anybody. As good as anybody. Don't think Phil Salt sees this in the deep.
Again, in the gap. 4 more back-to-back boundaries. That's even a better shot. The previous one, the googly, he read it. This time, just shortened the length. It's 68 for 1. And this time, no stopping that. He's got the slog sweep out. And he gets it over mid-wicket for 6. That is a very, very good shot by Kamil Mishara.
I don't think Liam Dawson will mind that too much. He took some pace off it. It is probably in the area where he would look to have wanted it to land it. That probably was the ball he was trying to bowl, the best ball he was trying to bowl. Possibly a little bit too straight. It's a fantastic shot, really was.
He sweeps it fine and gets 4. Who told you that the Sri Lankans can't play spin? 15 runs off the over, 83 for 1.
Overton. That sliced, it's 4. And when you show that intent, you get that little bit of luck that you always search for.
Well, on a pitch like this, there are no margins for error. I mentioned earlier that Archer was a bit offline to start with. And all Overton has done here is give just enough width, fingers over the top, but enough width there, plenty of width for the shot, which once you connect like this, get it wide of the short third, plenty of space down there for the boundary.
Pulls it in front, that skips away, 100 on the board. He picked his spot very, very nicely, Mendis. 10 go on, 102 for 1. Yeah, he stripped that. Mid-on, takes it, well judged. Overton it is. England have got that breakthrough.
Well, it was just an awkward length, wasn't it? Because it was just full enough that Mishara couldn't really get underneath it. Not with the intent, not with the contact that he wanted. So a very, very valuable wicket for England. Couldn't quite get the bat speed onto it to get it over the boundary, and was anxiously waiting to see if it would clear the man, which, having picked out one of the taller ones in Overton, it wasn't going to happen. 2 down then, 106 for 2 after 11.
Oh boy, that's out of here. He's just picked it up, Mendis.
Well, he's picked it up absolutely beautifully. I have a slight feeling that Overton was little less than grumpled, in other words, completely disgruntled with the wide ball. And there was a bit of anger in that delivery and not enough thought. But Mendis is playing beautifully here.
Bat from down to up, gets underneath it. Ratnayaka, top edge, it's flying into the crowd. Gets off the mark with a 6.
Well, that'll do a strike rate a bit of good. It's the power of the top edge, isn't it? And with modern bats, those top edges have a lot of power within them. So for Overton, this is turning into a torrid time.
It's all about confidence as well, isn't it? Ratnaik, a brilliant 100, maybe in a different format. Sri Lanka hoping that it rubs off on him and he's able to control that middle overs. Hits it even better this time. Maybe it's 4, but it's a better shot off the middle of the bat.
Well, coach, what do you reckon? McCullum sat in the stands there, sat in the rooms, watching this ball go to all parts. Even more importantly, what is Overton going to do about his lengths?
Yeah, changing the field. Deep mid-wicket goes out. 4 in the deep on the leg side.
His first 6. That's over the top. Oh, I was going to say it's over the top. He hasn't quite made it. 2 hands to it from Banton. Not enough to catch it, though.
Mendes, and should be taken, yes. Adil Rashid, the catcher, and Dawson strikes wicket number 3 after a partnership of 22 of just 9 balls.
Yeah, a real shame. A real shame. He always looks so good, doesn't he? Another 30 for him. He's played this shot with aplomb most of the day. Just a good bit of bowling from Liam Dawson. Holds it back a little bit. Might have been a little bit of grip. And a pretty easy catch for Adil Rashid. So England getting back into the game. Big wicket. Kusal Mendes goes for 32. It's 128 for 3.
That's the wrong hand. That is out. That is out. This is clever bowling. Really clever bowling. Sharnak has asked for it. Let's see.
TV umpire director, we got a player review for LBW. Originally given out. I have checked the feed and it's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Yeah, appears to be Pat first. Can we confirm with outrage, please? Yeah, outrage coming up. Gap between bat and ball. Take it forward. Yeah, fat line as ball passes the bat. I'm satisfied. No bat involved. We can move on to ball tracking. Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm not so sure whether Dasun Sharnak actually picked him off the hand. The first 2 deliveries. Well, we'll take a look at this.
Yeah,
Original decision out. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets hitting. Chamara, you can stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen. Sorry, wait.
Yeah,
You're on screen,
confirmation.
make the signal.
That is as plumb as it gets, really. I'm not sure what Sharnak was thinking, but he definitely didn't pick him. You're absolutely spot on about that. First game he struggled. And, it was a good bit of bowling from Rashid. The captain goes for 1. It's 131 to 190.
Oh, lucky. Lucky. He'll take it. And he'll get a boundary. Not where he wanted it to go. But you could have placed it better. Just past the off stump, right between the wicketkeeper's legs.
Well, you take them however you can get them at this stage. A bit of a quicker ball there from Jax. Yeah, and as you say, it's a bit lucky. They're going to need a few of these in this middle period, definitely, if they're going to get up to that big score.
That skids through for 150 on the board and the first boundary to Charita Srilanka. Last 5 overs, they've been going at only a run a ball, Sri Lanka. That's not enough when you have that momentum.
Sri Lanka will be hoping that this is the boundary that sets Sri Lanka up. even that was cloth, wasn't it? He didn't quite get the old lot. You see the back turn in his hand. Harry Brook was in the game.
Mid-off and mid-on in the circle. Go square. Fielder in the deep. Brilliant. Oh, he spilled it. He spilled it. What an effort. Phil Salt. I thought he had it, but when his elbows hit the ground, it popped out.
Brilliant effort from Phil Salt. It looked as though he was trying to run round it to potentially try and stop it from going for the boundary. And then all of a sudden he got a little bit of a spurt on. Dive full length. It was a back of the hand slower ball from Jofra Archer, who pushed it a little bit wider than probably he would want. And Sri Lanka got a good piece of it, but what an effort this is from Phil Salt. Gets it in his hand, it's in, it's out, and unfortunately for Will Jacks.
Again, Sri Lanka just pokes it past slip. 3 boundaries on the trot. That was a cleverly executed little late cut.
Sri Lanka just hanging back, expecting it to be a bit shorter from Jofra. Jofra's got short third inside the circle. This is a cutter this time. Again, width for Sri Lanka to work with. Adil Rashid can just watch it to the boundaries.
Well, what will Ratnayaka do? Tries to go leg side, in the gap, hit hard. That's a wonderful shot indeed.
What a series, what a white ball series Ratnayaka's having, coming into the team in the 50-over competition, getting that 100 in Colombo, and here really has started his T20 career very, very well. He continued on from where he left off in Colombo, 27 off 14 balls.
That's high. He's got enough. Couple of bouncers and 4. 169 for 6 in 2012. That was also here in Pallekele. Was Sri Lanka's highest score against England. They crept past that here. 10 balls remaining. Another 15-20 runs at least.
Yeah, they'll want a few more shots like that. Great execution. Got in position, got an early position. Sam Curran probably seen him going into that, but because...
Right. Gets underneath it. He's got enough. This will skip away as well. Useful runs.
And for the wide Yorker. Ratnayaka position early, waiting for that wide Yorker, and he's got 2 options. Does he try and go with the late cut, trying to scoop it over the top of Adil Rashid at short third, or get down on one knee, hit the middle of the bat, and over Josh Butler.
Good little cameo. It's not all about power, it's about being clever, hitting those gaps. That's what Ratnayaka has done.
I also think he's rotated and made sure that...
The 19th. That's in the gap. 4 more. Really, really good batting from Pavan Ratnayaka. 17 off that. Sri Lanka 184 for 4. Takes him on. Deep square leg. Oh, he puts it down. Tom Banton. That was straight in and straight out.
Do you know what? He never looked comfortable at all.
Nayak on strike now. He hits it deep mid-wicket. Bethel doesn't drop many. Ratnayaka's gone. That's a good little cameo from him. But Archer, 4 balls, just 3 runs and the wicket.
Sam Curran's over was expensive in the last over there. Jofra Archer back, created a chance the ball before. This time not quite timed. Again, another slower ball. Catch from Jacob Bethel. Good innings from Ratnayaka, a really good innings from Ratnayaka. Exactly what his team needed. 40 off 20 balls.
90s. No, he can't. What a wonderful last over from Jofra Archer. 5 runs off it, but just 2 runs off the bat. Tremendous work. Last 5 overs, Sri Lanka have got 50. They end the 20 on 189 for 5.
And 190 for England to win.
Getting those starts and pretty quickly, but Pawan Ratnayaka's 40 of 22 has just pushed Sri Lanka to a very good total. Sri Lanka
2 off his 4, but the bowling of Dawson, Jacks and Rashid, 1 wicket each. And Rashid continued on, 1 for 25 off his 4.
They've gone and got themselves 189 to defend. So England 190.
A single from ball number 1. Phil Salt up and running. Nicely timed and nicely placed as well. Jos Buttler gets himself off the mark with a sweetly timed boundary to the offside.
Better from Buttler. He'll be happy to have got some bats on this early on. This full, as Patirana had been in the first game, just gave Buttler a bit of extra time, such as his timing. He gets 4 early on.
Well, that's even better. Doesn't matter that the man is out there. It wasn't that far away, probably good 10-15 metres in the end. But that ball has absolutely raced off the bat.
Well, this was special. Typical little shimmy from Buttler to get into position, but look at the timing on that. The first one was pretty good, but this was a lot better. Beautiful shot from Buttler.
Well, there we go. It's aggressive. The slower ball actually ironically does the damage. Just guided straight to, in effect, a deep slip. But that's the threat, isn't it? If you've got this extreme pace, and right at the start of an innings, if you change pace so well, this can be the benefit. So Phil Salt looks at the screen just to see what he's done wrong. He's tried to guide it, and he has, but in the air, the straight slip.
Good change up from Patirana. He's so good at this at the depth, does it in the middle as well, and also showing how valuable it can be with the new ball as well. Great to see him back in form. Not good to see the end of Phil Salt. He has a quiet night, goes for 1. It's 10 for 1.
That's through, racing away. So one very good delivery cutting back. This one's just short and wide and is something of a gift from Shanaka.
More runs for Buttler through the offside. He's looking very, very good in this region. Again, just all timing. It's just a little bit of length to work with there. Such as his placement again. Picks up his 3rd boundary for the evening.
Oh, that's close to being caught at mid-wicket. He was on the edge of the circle. Bethel didn't quite get hold of it as he intended. ...21 for 1. Reverse sweep comes out and goes a long way. Deliberately uppish, deliberately over the top of the infield there.
Yeah, Jos Buttler likes to do this early on, particularly when the field is as inviting as it is here. It's almost an easy, very easy shot for him. Just got to get it up and over. Should enforce a field change.
Well, what are the options? Because it's power play time.
Continuing. Ball space off, and that's driven. Bethel looks so good. Lovely timing and a good start to the over.
Pierce off for Jacob Bethel, and he's timed it beautifully. Clocked a few when he's trying to hit it through mid-wicket, going across himself. This time, just waited for it that split second longer. Pierced the field. Pressure on. Pressure on the bowler. First up, first ball, boundary in the power play. England.
This is good bowling. And now they're asking for that, and he's given. Clever bowling. That time there was a bit more pace and a bit more bounce as well. Bethel had, I thought he was committed because he had gone the way to the leg side and did well to reach it, and eventually that nick.
Yeah, good bowling from Shanaka. He's seen Bethel tried to give himself some room, so followed him a touch, dragged the length back, knowing he's got protection out on the deep point boundary. And again, fortunately for Jacob Bethel, just a bit off balance. Elation for Sri Lanka. Big wicket, huge wicket. Fiat edge. Jacob Bethel goes for 30.
Oh, that he does so effortlessly. That's 6. He is so good at that. It's worth taking another look just to try and understand the ease he executed it.
The key here is the hands. The hands go to the top of the handle. And whenever Tom Banton is going to try and loft it, the right leg comes out. Doesn't get as low as what you would get if you're trying to hit it. If you're trying to hit it on the floor, bottom of the hand.
Again, they've got 10 runs with that reverse. The previous one from Banton low and looked for that elevation, and this Butler stood up and hit it along the ground. 50's up.
This was a little bit better bowled from Walalage. He's seen obviously Josh Butler go a little bit earlier. He's fired it into the surface. It's a left.
4, that's gone through bottom edge. That's unlucky for Lianage.
Yeah, it is, and it's a wet ball. It'll make them really pleased, England. See that ball running along the turf early on. A little bit fortunate here. Just runs his fingers, and Banton gets a bit lucky, but they'll take it any way they can in this run chase. They've got a lot of runs, not many balls.
2 more balls remaining in this over. Oh, another one, another one. What does the umpire say? It's 4 though. It's going wrong. 13 runs off that, 69 for 2 after 8. That's 6, that's huge. It's out of here. Hasaranga thought he'll try and buy a wicket.
Yeah, they've got to be careful now. They've started poorly, really not the start they wanted. And they've gone to their experienced man, Hasaranga. He's just been deposited by Banton, who's looking more and more confident as this innings goes on. Now, it was right in the slot, and gee, he gave all of that, didn't he?
He picked the wrong and front leg out of the way. Let it come into him. This is where Sri Lanka need to be brave. 89 or 50. You've got to believe that you can. It's an option. Walalage. That's high in the air. Deep point. Takes it. They get the wicket. Gunit Walalage. He strikes with his first ball, and it's Josh Butler who's got to go.
Well, smiles all round. A huge, huge wicket. Butler was always going to be the big wicket. He played nicely up until that point, and yeah, you just could see going a a little bit straight. There was a little bit of grip, and it's a beautiful running catch. Very difficult given the wet conditions. Happiness for Walalagay. He salutes the skies, and not so good for England. So Joss Buttler, the big wicket of Joss Buttler goes for 39.
Banton gets it right though. Oh, it's gone for 6. That's exactly what Buttler tried.
Yep, spot on. Exactly what Buttler was indicating as he walked off, just saying I should have kept a bit more bat through the ball. Much better feature from Banton, moves early, gets the position, and stays right on it. Fantastic shot from Banton.
Oh, that's hit hard. 4. Flick of the wrist. Heavy over. 12 off it. 93 for 3 after 10. He sliced that. That'll be 400 on the board for England.
Well, fourth time lucky from Brook. Gives himself a little bit of room. This time gets the pace and the width. And in true Brook style, just carves it over points. This is where he's so dangerous. Positions himself early on that crease, makes it absolutely clear where he wants to go.
Giving himself room. Last ball of the over. There we go. That's where he was eyeing all the while. That's a massive over. 14 off the Pathirana over. After 11, England are 107 for 3.
Huge 6. That is a mighty blow. Harry Brook, he gets his second 6.
Just fainted here, Harry Brook. Fainted just to come forward. Hasaranga possibly thinking that Harry Brook's coming out of his crease. The ball is slippy. It's just towel on, wiping the ball. The ball is slippy. He's dragged it down. It's a brute of a shot. See Harry.
Brook goes square, and that's 6. Every time he connects, it's gone the distance. That is another massive 6.
Harry Brook gives himself some room. The bowler has to adjust. He has to follow Harry Brook's feet. If he doesn't follow his feet, this is what will happen. Not can happen, will happen. Harry Brook is so comfortable. The ball with width, ball out there. Not bothered about fielders in the deep. Brilliant shot again from the England captain, and pressure on.
Goes again. What about that? That's 6 too. Back to back. That's a flat 6. The previous one was a high one, and this was hit with a lot of power. Pace on. And Brook is starting to enjoy himself, striking at 300 every 100 balls, but I think that's a 6. They're checking the boundary, but that has to be 6, Harmy.
Yeah, comfortable 6 for me, comfortable 6. And again, you've got to follow. Gone fuller, so there's an adjustment from the bowler. So bowler's gone fuller, tried to get it in the block hole. But Brook gone back into his crease with width.
4 balls of Pathirana, including the wide. Oh! Now this might be taken. It is taken. Very good catch by Manitu Hasaranga. Brook was trying to be a little bit creative, innovative, looking to play that lap over the keeper's head, and a very good catch, I thought, by Manitu Hasaranga.
Yeah, good catch, but also good bowling. Pathirana is watching Harry Brook. This is what he should have been doing ball before. Seen him move to the leg side. This time there was an adjustment from the bowler. Seen that Harry Brook was going to try and scoop Harry Brook expecting it to be a bit fuller. Because the bowler's seen that, he's gone to the shorter ball. And a very, very good catch by Hasaranga. Yes, Sri Lanka, we're back in the game. Brook's gone for 36 off 12, England. 130 for 4.
Hasaranga. And 2 is the call, might be 4. It is 4. What timing on the back foot, and he hits it in the gap. And it raced away to the boundary. That tells you how good this outfield is, and the power and timing of Banton.
Yeah, the power and timing really was. Again, another short ball driven into the surface. Just had to beat the fielder on the inside of the ring. 2 fielders that want to see it through.
Curran, will he find the gap? He does. It's 4. That was short, and Curran was on the back foot. They've got 9 of the first 3.
Again, too much driven into the surface, and it's not skidding on, it's not bouncing too much. Hasaranga's got the wrong length here. No real pressure on England.
Oh, Iman doesn't get across. That will run away for 4. So runs are flowing. Whether it's on the middle of the bat or off the edge, it's flying to the boundary, and Sri Lanka haven't found a way of stopping it.
When things aren't going your way, behind the game, and you're wanting or waiting for something to happen, fielders need to back you up. That's got to be stopped. Now England
has flicked away powerfully on the onside. Skids and bounces. 1 bounce over the rope for 4. Tom Banton moves on to 50 from just 29 deliveries. And he is what is known as taking his chance in this team.
Third 15 T20 internationals for Tom Banton. He's powerful. He plays the spinner as well, so that's a definite bonus indeed.
Up in the air, England will finish this in style. Sam Curran clears the ropes. England get what they need, which is a 2nd consecutive victory in the series. They lead the series 2-0. They have the series in the bag with still that 1 more game to come in 2 nights' time. But a very, very impressive performance. Once the rain had intervened, the game changed. It was a challenge for England with the chase before that. They met the challenge afterwards. Maybe conditions, as Russell's been saying, were just that bit different to hamper Sri Lanka in the field. But some of that stroke play was just out of this world.
Yeah, they put pressure on the Sri Lankans. Just push them away from their lines and lengths. And the type of bowling that the Sri Lankans do test with flying colours. A failure for Salt. Butler looked really good. Bethel didn't last long. He was dismissed before the rain break. But the 36 off 12, geez.
You can do it. For Sri Lanka's bowlers, well, a tough night in the end. Patirana still had the pace, 2 for 47 for him, but more expenses. They're looking for the best combination. They're looking for ways to improve. With the bat today, Sri Lanka were indeed better. 189 for 5 from their 20 overs.